Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Joe here with another epic video. This will be our third video, guys, in this series with the Six Samurai. The first video I did was the deck profile, which is also down in the description too. I've linked it in all three videos, guys. I've got the deck profile, so if you have any questions or if you wanted to look back at it without going through, watching the entire video, I've got the profile listed in all three videos, guys, down in the description. If you haven't had a chance to check that out. So the first video we did the deck profile. The second video I did of this morning of how would you use a Six Samurai deck going first turn, and how would you build a board right, and making sure you're protecting yourself, and you've got a more than likely a good chance of winning when it comes back to your second turn. So I'll release that video as well, guys. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, I'll link that in the upper right hand side in the YouTube card, so you guys can go back and watch that if you haven't had a chance to watch that one. But this one's going to be the third video in this series, guys, and the last one that I'll do. If you guys want to see me do any other videos, I've also got linked in the YouTube cards me kind of using the deck on Link Evolution, me going through and playing with it and dueling online and stuff like that, and I kind of break down a little bit with the game. So if you guys would like to watch that video, I've linked that up in the YouTube cards as well, guys. But this one we're strictly going to be focused on really with going second, guys. All I'm really doing is focused on really destroying my opponent's board and us just hitting them for game. So it's really going to depend on, of course, what your opponent has and things like that, and things you're going to have to do to navigate around that. So it's going to be very different. So we'll go through a few things, a few scenarios that I end up having to do with this deck to do those type of things. And things like that. Pretend we're going to destroy a certain amount of cards and things like that, and then go for game. So that's what we'll do in this case. So yup. But yeah, if you guys haven't yet, liked the video, if you guys are loving this new series that I'm starting to do with, the deck profiles and me breaking down. I even made this as a series of its own, guys. Me doing these test hands. So I made a playlist of just test hands. So when I keep doing these deck profile videos in the future, because I really like doing these for you guys, breaking them down into separate videos, because I really feel like this is not talked about a lot enough. How to use a deck going first, and really how to use it second, because how you use a deck going first is going to be a lot different how you would use it going second, and vice versa, which is kind of obvious, but still needs to be said nonetheless. That's why I made the videos, because most people would just assume they go second when they do the videos, and you guys see that. So I wanted to show you guys how to do that, and I'll do it with all of the deck profiles that I make, and break it up in 3 videos, and you guys can watch what you guys like to see. Whether it's just the profile part, or maybe you just want to see the test hands and stuff like that, and see how the deck works and things like that. But yeah, if you guys haven't yet smashed that like button or got subscribed, make sure you guys do that. Remember, if we hit 50 subscribers by the end of the week, guys, I'll do another giveaway here on the channel. So make sure you guys share the video, or if if you got a friend or family member, or, whoever you may know that's interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, or likes these type of videos, or thinking about getting into the game, or maybe they're trying to get. Maybe they haven't played in several years, right? And they're trying to get back in, and they're just so confused with the link summons and things like that. Go through and show them some of the few of the videos. I've got a whole series of going through how to, how to play Yu-Gi-Oh in 2020 that I go down and do a whole training session just specifically on that. Oh, with that being said, guys, we'll go ahead and dive into this. We've shuffled a good bit. We'll go ahead and cut the deck. Alrighty, guys, let's see what we can get. So I'm going second, so let's see what hand I can get. Alright, right, we got the Dojo. That's a really good card, so we're starting out good. Living Fossil, that's alright. Upstart Goblin, okay, we're getting all spell cards. 4, alright. Alright, so that's 5, and... Alright, guys, that's not too bad of a hand. Alrighty. So what I would go ahead and do, guys, first, obviously, with this hand, is I would go ahead and use the Upstart Goblin. We'll pretend that they don't, right? They don't ash me, so we'll say I draw the card. So if we're able to draw the card, if they didn't negate it, guys, I would have got a succession. So that really does help us out a lot. So we've got a really good hand, guys, that we can do a few things. So we'll go ahead and get started, guys. So we're going to activate Dojo. So we'll activate Dojo and put it where you guys can kind of see it there. Look, it's kind of a glare over there. Let me put my hand over here like we did in the previous video so you guys can see it still. There we go. It's not too bad. Alright, so what I want to do, guys, is we'll just go ahead and I'll normal summon Mizuho. I'm still going to use cards like I did in the previous video as counters. And then I'm obviously going to special summon, you know, of course, Shanai. And then we'll get another counter off that as well, guys. So what we're going to do, guys, usually, you know, most people that I play, they at least have like 5 or so cards on the board and things like that built up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do just my standard stuff. So I wouldn't bother using like her effect to destroy something like that. I wouldn't probably do that. Depending on the deck, I may, you know, what I'm facing and the board they have, I may would. But I'm just going to go in this case, we're just going to say that I don't use Mizuho's effect. And I'm going to go ahead and send them both to the graveyard, guys, and we're going to link summon like normal. And we're going to go into Azold. Then we're going to activate Azold's effect. And just like normal, guys, we're going to pull our Kaigeki to our hand. And then I don't know why I'm shuffling, I guess just force of habit as usual. Then we're going to use her other effect. We'll go ahead and send... just to get them out of the deck, guys. Well, I already drew one of them, so never mind. So since I only have one left, I'll have to send that, which means we'll get our Fuma. Where's Fuma? What should be at the very top? Nope, it's going to be at the very bottom. Then. Yep. Very bottom. So Fuma will hit the field, guys, so we'll get another counter. Alrighty, guys, so let me add the other counters. So now we have 3 counters because we've summoned 3 6 samurai so far, guys. So then we'll go ahead and do like normal. You know, we'll continue to link away, and we're going to go into our battle shogun. We're just going to assume they don't negate any of this, guys. Yet again, just going through. If they do, obviously it would take a little bit more of doing this, but I've got some good, as you can see, the cards in my hand. We've got a good board. Even if they did negate, you know, that we'd still probably be all right. Then his effect will activate, so we'll discard Kaigeki. And then we're going to add our Gateway, guys, which is at the bottom of the... You can't see it, we'll put it over there. You can see it there, there we go. Alright, so we'll pull Gateway now, guys. Alright, I don't know why I'm shuffling so much, but I guess just, yet again, force of habit. So then I'm going to special summon, guys. We'll save the spells for a little bit. I may end up using them here in a second. We're going to go ahead and special summon Kaizen, so we'll get our counters. He'll get a counter. Gateway gets 2 counters. And then the dojo will get another counter. Alright, and so then, guys, we'll remove the counters. So we'll remove 1 counter, the 2 counters from Gateway, and then a counter from Dojo, guys, so that's 4 counters total. And then we'll go ahead and pull a Kaizen from the deck. I won't bother shuffling since we're going to be doing so much pulling. So we'll pull it to our hand. And then we'll special summon it as well, guys. Then we'll get our counters back. So we'll add back the 1, and then yet again the 2. So we've got a perfect board, as you guys can see. We'll just keep getting them, And then I'm just going to do the same thing again, guys. So I'm just going to remove the same 4 counters we just added back to pull the other Kaizen. Let's see. There he is. Alrighty. We'll special summon him to the field. Alright, and then we'll get 1 counter on Dojo, and then 2 counters on Gateway. So that leaves us with, guys, so we got 2 counters on Gateway, and now Dojo's got 4 counters. So we have 6 counters total, guys. And that, let's see, do we have... I don't think we have... We haven't hit a 4. Really need another 4. Just do if I want to do the other one, but that's really don't need to. Alrighty, so what we're going to do, guys, usually what I would do in this move is usually just go into my Union Carrier move. I started kind of doing it towards the end of the other video, but we're going to go into that because we're more than likely destroy their, we want to do some destruction of their board and things like that. If they haven't already stopped what we've got so far, so that would be our next move. So I definitely want to free up these these guys, so we'll send them to the graveyard. Let's see. Well, actually, let's take that back before we get carried away. Before we do that, guys, let's actually do this first. Let's actually use the succession that I have in my hand. We'll go ahead and play succession first, actually. And let's do this. Let's do bring back Fuma. So we'll get 1 counter on Dojo, and then we'll get 2 counters on Gateway. Then what we're going to do, guys, then I'm going to Synchro Summon. Let's do this before I get ahead of myself. And then we're going to play Shinai, we won't be in the furthest zone like we talked about before in the previous video. Then, guys, we'll go into our Union Carrier move after that. There's Union Carrier. Alright, and then we'll activate Union Carrier's effect, guys. So then what I want to do is then I want to pull the Shinai that's left in the deck, and we're going to equip it just like we did in the previous video to over to our Shin, Legendary Shin. Alrighty, guys, so now he's a 35. Now also we can use this to, now I can also special summon Mizuho, guys. So now I can start pulling Mizuho and playing her now too, and start kind of doing more of like the infinite counter move if I want, the infinite counters to get on here if I wanted to, and or just wiping out our opponent's board. It's basically what only thing you would have left to do next. So with all the counters that I have left, there's several different things that we could do. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and remove. We'll go ahead and remove 1, 2, 3, and we'll remove 1 from over here. So we'll get rid of 4 counters, guys. We'll bring back 1 of the Kaizens, and then that'll get a counter. Gateway will get back 2 counters. Then we'll do the same thing again, guys. We'll get rid of, this time, we'll get rid of 1 counter, and then we'll get rid of the 3 counters off of that, the 4, to bring back the other Kaizen, and then we'll get our counters again, 1 for that, and then the 2 for the Gateway is the word I'm looking for. Alright, so then what we can do, guys, we'll go ahead and do, I know I played to them so early, but that's fine. We'll remove 4 counters again, guys, then I'll pull Mizuho. That's what I meant to do and not Kaizen. It's just, I'm so used to doing Kaizen, I do that sometimes, which is not a big deal. It still kind of just plays out since we have the counters. It's not a big deal. So we're going to pull the Mizuho from the deck to our hand, guys. Alrighty, then we can special summon her because we have our Shinai that's technically on the field, guys, so I can bring her to the field. So then I can activate her effect, pop 1 of the Kaizens to destroy 1 of my opponent's cards, and that's all you keep doing at this point, guys. And then also I get my counters, so we'll put the 1 counter, the 2 counters. So I'm not gonna just keep doing it, but all you keep doing, guys, is just keep repeating the process. You can always do this as long as you've gotten at least, like, obviously the Gateway, you've got your Shogun up here, and at least like the Dojo or something, whether it's the field spell or even United, as long as you've got like at least, kind of that balance. You're always going to cycle out with your counters, obviously, even without doing the infinite move, to get the infinite counters on like Gateway or the Dojo. Basically, you just would keep doing this over and over until you destroy your opponent's field. So we're just going to pretend that I've done that at this point, that I've cycled that many times through, because I'm not just going to keep doing the same moves over and over. You guys, I think, get the gist of how I would use this version, right, to basically do that to my opponent if I really wanted to do that to them, right? So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not going to go through and do all that, extra repetitiveness for really for no reason. So then what we would do, guys, I would go ahead and, let's say for our final board, go into kind of for a game at this point. Remember, if they had any like spells or traps they're going to activate, anything like that, I can stop it with my shin, so I can negate it once per turn. So if he activated anything, you know, like that, we can negate it. So what we could do as well is go through. So we've got that. At this point, right, we've wiped out their board. We may have used our negate at this point too to stop maybe one of their traps or something like that maybe they wanted to activate in shame that could have been devastating, you know, Eternal Tribute or, you know, something like that. There's no telling what they may have, but, you know, we use that to negate it. So then what we'll go for, I want to play, let's see who we want to go for. We'll go for the big dude. So what we'll do is we'll remove the counters again, guys. I'll bring back Kaizen again. Yeah, so I need to remove the 4 counters and then remove 4 basically, and then, you know, 3 of them come back, and then they'll come back there, so they just distribute in different places, so it still technically comes back. So we still break even. So then what I'm going to do is then we will Exceed Summon to special summon out our good old Excalibur. And then if you guys haven't, I think most people should be familiar with, depending if, you know, if maybe if you're new, you're probably not, or if you guys haven't played in a while. What he is, guys, he's made by 2 level warrior monsters. Once per turn, you can detach basically 2, so I can detach, in this case, both my Kaizens that I used to make him, for him to gain double his original attack. So maybe make him a 4,000 into the end turn. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to detach both of them to make him a 4,000 attack. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's basically this deck. This part, it's very usually pretty simple with the deck, because it really depends on what your opponent has, how you would kind of navigate through all that stuff. But really, your job going second is to really build your board, destroy theirs as normal, and then go into, you know, basically enough using like him, which is very easy to make in the deck, which is exactly why I use him, to make sure that I can easily go for a 1-turn kill, because, right, that's half their life points, the 4 grand, just by him. Right, he's 4 grand, 35. He gets an extra 100 points for all of the the counters. So we've got 3, 5, 6. We've got 6 counters. So he's a 16, 1,000, another 16. So that's well over a game, guys, from the board. You know, from the board that we have. Almost just these two alone. Just these two alone is 7,500. So anything else that hits him direct, you know, our opponent directly is automatically game. So it's way overkill. Not counting, right, that we could have used the yugioh to bring out something from the deck that was at this point a 3 or lower if we wanted to. Maybe to do another synchro summon or something like that if we wanted to. Or if we wanted to pull more cards and special summon more out. So really, yet again, really with this going second, guys, it really just depends yet again on your opponent's board. But I figured I'd show you guys. I haven't really seen anyone use the Union Carrier move, at least from what I'm aware of, how I use it, to bring out Shania, so you can keep looping basically Mizuho and then bring in the other Mizuho, and you're just getting rid of Mizuho, guys. Basically just using her, distributing her, using her effect, destroy it. Then you're using the counters to bring back the other one, using her effect, destroying the other one. Basically, that's all you're doing back and forth with her. Is just basically just swapping them out, guys. But I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys like to see more videos like this, or if you have a deck profile that you guys would like to see me cover, this intense like I did this one, because I made it like I said, I plan on doing all these, three video segments: a deck profile, going first, test hands; going second, test hands. But let me know down below, guys, if you guys would like to see it like this, or maybe me do it a different way, or if you have any feedback or comments, let me know down below. Down in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to respond back normal, guys. Remember, guys, also live stream. I live stream a lot using the 6 Samurai deck specifically, so if you'd like to see me use it, I also, yet again, link that video in the upper right-hand corner in the YouTube cards. But if you'd like to catch me use the deck live and maybe ask some questions, just kind of see me run through it live, I live stream Sunday and Monday Central Time from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. So you guys are welcome to join the stream and just chat or ask questions, or just kind of chill and hang out, whatever is cool. But that'll do it for this video, guys. If you've not yet liked the video, make sure you guys smash that like button, please. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not yet subscribed, please make sure you get subscribed. But that'll do it for this video, guys. And I'll also, at the end of here, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keyword try. I'm still working on my editing skills, because I do everything for my videos, guys. So I'm trying to work on my edit skills. So I'm gonna try and edit and then loop in who won the giveaway. If I failed at my editing skills and I wasn't able to pull it off, just check in the comments down below, guys. So if I failed in the editing part, just look in the comments down below and I'll post who won the giveaway for the 2020 Mega 10. But I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright guys, I'm going to go through and pick the winner of the 2020 Mega 10 here in this part of the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a random comment picker for that's meant for YouTube. So what I'm going to do is go back and get the link real quick. This is what you're seeing me do right now. I'm going to get the shareable link, copy it, and then I'm going to go back to the comment picker, guys. Then I'm going to post the link in there, and then it's going to randomly select one of you guys to win the video. It's the easiest and the most fair way to do this. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It's going to pull the comments. Alrighty guys, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and click start here in just a second, and then we'll see who pulls up. So here we go. Alrighty. Looks like it's me. Well, I can't win my own giveaway, guys, so let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's see who's going to get it this time. Oh. Alright, so it's like Drew won. Andrew, looks like you won the video, man, so I'll hit you up here in a little bit and see what I can do to get you the 10. Congratulations, man.